Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with all of the Historical Hellions book club picks for July through December of 2024. All right, Historical Hellions is a book club that I am a co-host for. So the other co-hosts are Jess from Peace Love Books and Samantha from Books with Samantha. And this is basically a historical romance book club where we read historical romances published before the year 2000. So we read a book a month and then we have a live show at the end of the month on YouTube on each of our channels, and that we then talk about the books and see what everybody thought, what we thought, all those things. So I did this video at the beginning of the year to talk about the book picks for the first half of the year. And I really like doing that, of just having one place to talk about all of them and get them out there. So I wanted to do it again for the last half of the year, since we recently picked the 3 books that we're reading at the very end of the year. So we do our book picks usually 6 months out, and that way you can go and find copies, figure out where you can read them at, kind of all of those things. Which if you're on Instagram, we do have a Historical Hellions book club Instagram page where all of these are posted as well. So you can see all the books that are picked like months out, as well as when our live show dates will be and the times and whose channel and all of that, as well as like our thoughts. I do like a recap of all of our, like the hosts' thoughts on the books as well each month, which is just like a fun way to look back and see what we all thought about the book. So yeah, definitely go follow us on our Instagram for Historical Hellions if you're not yet, because that's where like all the info is posted. But yeah, if you're not on Instagram, this is a fun way to follow along as well. Instead of like watching all of our monthly videos where we talk about the book for that month, like you can know all the books in advance. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first half of the year has kind of been rocky with some of the picks that we were reading, which I think the first one was the Julie Garwood, which was The Gift, and I think we all pretty much enjoyed and liked that one. After that, it was kind of like a lot of bumps and ups and downs, and we all had like differing opinions and kind of all of those things. And so we decided for July and August and September, when we were picking the books for those ones, to do some like authors that we love, that we wanted to read. Some of these are rereads for some of us hosts, and like just ones that are classics that are gonna hit for us. Speaking of picking our books, we do end up picking them on our live shows. Like every 3 months is when we'll then talk about the next 3 months of books. And so on our live shows, if you join, that's where we kind of pick new books. People tell us authors, books. We kind of like do like a group pick thing with everybody. So it's a lot of fun. So definitely join our live shows if you're not yet. All right, so let's get into the books. So for July, we're gonna be reading Where Dreams Begin by Lisa Kleypas. This one is actually going to be a reread for me. One of my all-time favorite Lisa Kleypas. It's a standalone. It is so good. So here is the gorgeous cover for this one and the step back moment as well. So stinking pretty. Like no one hits like Lisa Kleypas. I love her historicals so much. This one has been on a couple of my lists because it's one of my all-time favorite historical romances. It's one of my favorite like historical romance heroes. The heroine as well. I love this one so much. So this is basically a class difference-ish romance where the heroine is actually widowed. She's a single mother to her daughter, and the hero is like a self-made man. So yeah, the hero in this one is a self-made man, and basically the heroine comes to him because she wants help of, you know, getting a job and having finances and being able to have like financial security for her daughter as well. And so she comes to him and is like, well, can you help me like invest and work for you as well? And then he's like, okay, well, to do that, you're gonna have to come and live with me, because he's like obsessed with her. Like they share a kiss and he wants her in his life. So they end up moving in with him. I know his sister lives there as well. And so it is their romance. Love this one. Like his relationship with the heroine and her daughter. So stinking cute. Love this one. I can't wait to talk about it in July. We have read quite a few Amanda Quicks for the book club. And so for August, we're going to be reading Deception by Amanda Quick. So here is this kind of like coral cover for this one. And then the step back, she has the most epic step backs with all of the moments featured on there. So I have no idea what this one is about. I have read maybe 4 or 5 Amanda Quick books, and they're always just like a fun time. Her heroines are always the greatest and the best, and I love it. And so this one looks super interesting because it looks like maybe it's pirate setting. We have a ship back here on fire. We have this like duel situation going on. I'm like here for it. These like 3 boys who I have no idea what they're doing. Like let's read the synopsis together. All right, so it says, from a cozy cottage in rustic Dorset to a magnificent mansion steeped in secrets comes a dazzling tale of lost pirate gold and legendary love. So it says, once Olympia had been free to devote all of her time to her true passion, the study of ancient legends and long lost treasure. So we do have some like pirate treasure in here, but now with 3 hellion nephews to raise. So that's what those random 3 boys were. The absent-minded beauty has very little time for research, which makes it seem all the more serendipitous when a handsome stranger strides into Olympia's library unannounced and proceeds to set her world to rights. Tall and dark with long windswept black hair, Jared Chilhurst is the embodiment of Olympia's most exotic dreams, a daring pirate, masquerading in teacher's garb, whose plundering kisses and traveler's tales quickly win her heart. Ooh, this sounds like super interesting. So he's a pirate, but he's pretending to be a teacher? Like what? Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Yet all too soon, innocent Olympia will discover that the enigmatic and wickedly sensual Mr. Chilhurst is no lowly tutor, but a future earl with a wealth of secrets, the kind that will lead them both on a perilous quest for a hidden fortune and a love worth more than gold. This one sounds like so much fun. Like, I love Amanda Quick's historical romances because they're always like an adventure and a fun time. So I cannot wait to read Deception in August. All right, and then in September, we're going to be reading one of my all-time favorite books, let alone historical romances, let alone a romance. Love this book so, so much. So Lord of Scoundrels by Loretta Chase. Here is the gorgeous original cover. I also have this version as well, which comes with the step back. So I wanted to show kind of both on here. So I am so excited to be rereading this one because it's one of my favorite historical romances of all time. The heroine in here, Jessica Trent, is one of my favorite heroines, like top tier heroines of all time. I love her character so, so much. This one is true enemies to lovers. Like, from the moment her and the hero, Sebastian, end up meeting, they argue and banter and fight, and it's just everything. There's some moments in here that literally had me gasping, and I cannot wait to talk about this one on a live show in September. I am so stinking excited. So definitely join us for Lord of Scoundrels in September. All right, so then in October, which I thought I had a physical copy of this book, and I can not for the life of me find it, so maybe I'll find it after this, but it's Beyond the Highland Mist by Karen Marie Moning. I'm so excited to read this one. We wanted to do like paranormal for October. I'm so excited. I've never read this author, but I've always heard about this Highlander series, and I can't wait. So let's see, this one says, he would sell his warrior soul to possess her, an alluring laird. He was known throughout the kingdom as Hawk, legendary predator of the battlefield and the boudoir. No woman could refuse his touch, but no woman ever stirred his heart until a vengeful fairy tumbled... What? Until a vengeful fairy tumbled Adrian de Simone out of modern-day Seattle and into medieval Scotland. Ooh, this is time travel? I had no idea. Okay. I'm excited. Captive in a century not her own, entirely too bold, too outspoken, she was an irresistible challenge to this 16th century rogue. Okay, I am so excited for this one. Coerced into a marriage with Hawk. What? Like, it's just getting better. Okay, coerced into a marriage with Hawk, Adrian vowed to keep him at arm's length, but his sweet seduction played havoc with her resolve. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this one. A prisoner in time, she had a perfect no on her perfect lips for the notorious laird, but Hawk swore she would whisper his name with desire, begging for the passion he longed to ignite her with. Not even the barriers of time and space would keep him from winning her love. Despite her uncertainty about following the promptings of her own passionate heart, Adrian's reservations were no match for Hawk's determination to keep her by his side. Oh my god, I had no idea it was like a time travel romance. For some reason, when we knew it was like paranormal, I was thinking like, I don't know what I was thinking. Werewolves, vampires. I'm excited. Time travel? But then it also talked about a fairy, so is this fae? Oh my god, I'm so excited now. Historical romance, time travel, possibly paranormal-y fantasy. I cannot wait to check it out. I know people love this author, so let me know if you've read this book or any of her books before. I'm very excited now for October. All right, and so then for November, we wanted to read a Beverly Jenkins, so we'll be reading A Chance at Love. Here is the gorgeous cover of this one. So pretty. I love the like windswept and this like clinch cover moment. So, so good. I have read this one, so this will be a reread for me because I have read all of Beverly Jenkins' historicals. I love her books so stinking much, and so I'm very excited. This is one of my favorites from her. So basically in this one, the heroine is traveling with this like mail order bride kind of wagon system, and they end up stopping, I think in like Kansas, I want to say. Yeah, middle of nowhere, Kansas. So anyways, they stop in Kansas, and these two orphan girls, or they're orphaned, but they're like living with their uncle. He's raising them, and he's the hero. They run up to the heroine and are like, can you be our new mom? Like, we need all the help. Our uncle definitely needs help. And so it kind of turns into this like situation where he's like, you know, yeah, me and my like nieces get along with you really well. Would you like help us out and stay here? It's just so good. The heroine in this one, like all of Beverly Jenkins' heroines, she is headstrong and independent and strong, and I loved her so, so much. The heroine here, I'm pretty sure this is the one where the hero like assumes women can't have fun in the bedroom, and so she teaches him all the things, and I was like, excuse me, sir, sit down and watch. So I had such a fun time with this one, and I can't wait to reread it in November. All right, so then for December, we're going to be reading After the Abduction by Sabrina Jeffries. So we wanted to keep with like for December, like wintry, snowy, Christmassy vibes, and so this one definitely fit, and I am so stinking excited. Again, this is another one. I have the copy around here somewhere. Can't for the life of me find it, so hopefully I find it before December, which I'm sure I will. I cannot wait. Sabrina Jeffries is an author that has been on my radar, and I've heard such good things about that I've been wanting to get to, so this will be my first read from her. This is the third book in her Swanley Spinsters series. When we looked this one up, we did see that this one is available on Hoopla and Libby, so like if you have library services, maybe check those out because the audiobooks and the ebooks were available on there for us hosts, so definitely go check that out. I'm so excited. Like I said, this is the third book in the series. I might actually read them all beforehand because I'm so excited for the series. So let's see, it says that this one, what is it about? What happens when a proper young lady gives in to a reckless love? After 2 London seasons and a score of resoundingly dull society suitors, lovely Juliet Laverack still longs for only one man, Morgan Price, the dashing scoundrel who kidnapped her 2 years ago. What? Wait, oh yeah, abduction, that makes sense, okay. But her determination to bring him to justice hasn't waned either, not even when the man she mistakes for Morgan, his twin brother Sebastian, oh my god, what is it with a hero named Sebastian? Ugh, gets me every time, tells her some shocking news. Her mysterious paramour has disappeared. Now Sebastian, Lord Templemore, dares not admit that he's the one Juliet seeks. What? That it is his kiss she still yearns for. Confessing to her abduction would bring disaster and scandal upon them both, but how can he convince Juliet to forsake her pursuit of her dream lover when all he dreams of is holding her in his arms again? Oh my god, are you kidding me? What? I knew from the title, like, the whole abduction thing, but I wasn't, like, thinking of it fully. So the heroine falls in love with her captor? Like, shut up. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I'm definitely going to be reading this whole series, I think, beforehand. So we'll see if I get to it. But so excited for After the Abduction by Sabrina Jeffries for December. All right, so those are all of the Historical Hellions historical romance picks for, like I said, the last half of 2024. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're going to be joining for any of these. I am so stinking excited for all of these books, honestly. Let me know if you've read any of these authors or books already. Like I said, if you're going to be joining us, hopefully you do. Like I said, all this is posted on our Historical Hellions Instagram page as well. So like each live show date will be posted the month of or like the month before, so you have some timing and all of that to read the book. So excited. Even if you don't read the books and you love historical romances and just want to like chat all the things, we do that in the live shows as well. So definitely come and join them. They are every month, usually the end of the month, and we, like I said, we post about that on our Instagram. If you'd rather leave me an emoji in the comments instead today, let me know that you watched this video. Maybe leave me the red sled emoji, since that last book After the Abduction with that horse-drawn kind of sled in the snow. So excited for that one. So yeah, definitely leave me that. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.